Hello, and welcome back to the Anime Lore Nexus. For centuries, the Shinigami of the Soul Society have maintained order between the living and the dead. Their power is vast, but it all hinges on one sacred instrument, the Zanpakuto. These weapons are the absolute core of Bleach'S power system, and their lore is as sharp and complex as any blade. We're going to dive deep into the spiritual biology of these living weapons, from the humble beginnings of the Asauchi to the overwhelming might of the Bankai. The Asauchi, the blank slate Zanpakuto, is not forged by a simple smith. It is created by the Soul King's direct forces in the royal palace. Every Shinigami begins their journey with an Asauchi, a generic, unformed, mass-produced sword. The Asauchi is essentially a blank slate, but it contains a living, nascent spirit. When a Shinigami spends years training, fighting, and pouring their spiritual energy, or Riryoku, into the blade, the Asauchi begins to absorb and reflect the wielder's soul. It is a slow, intimate process. The shape, power, and personality of the weapon are literally carved from the Shinigami's own spiritual identity. This is why no two true Zanpakuto are alike, are extensions of the soul. Shikai. The first major stage of a Zanpakuto's development is the Shikai, or initial release. To achieve Shikai, Shinigami must learn the name of their Zanpakuto spirit and be able to communicate with it. It requires intense spiritual focus and a deep understanding of the self. The moment a Shinigami calls out the command phrase and the name Roar, Zebimaru, or Skator, the blade transforms, revealing its true, specific ability and form. This is the first time the weapon's inherent power is manifest. The Shikai ability is always a reflection of the Shinigami's inner nature, whether it's Byakuya's elegant scattering petals, or Renji's aggressive, segmented blade. However, the Shikai is only a glimpse of the weapon's full potential. Bankai, the ultimate manifestation. The Bankai, or final release, represents the ultimate mastery of the Zan. It is exponentially more powerful than Shikai, often increasing the wielder's overall power by a factor of 5 to 10. Achieving Bankai is incredibly difficult and dangerous, usually requiring 10 years of experience and the ability to materialize and subdue the actual physical form of the Zanpakuto spirit. When Bankai is achieved, the sword's abilities typically manifest on a massive, world-altering scale. For example, Shiro Hitsugiya's ice powers expand from a small dragon to a colossal armored ice figure. The Bankai is considered so powerful that captains of the Gotei 13 are forbidden from using it in the presence of civilians or in small areas, simply because of the sheer destructive force. The Bankai also often changes the nature of the Shinigami itself, fusing their being with the materialized spirit, making the weapon not just an accessory, but a permanent, temporary extension of their body. The meaning in the names given to the Zanpakuto, are often derived from ancient Japanese literature, poetry, or natural phenomena, and they perfectly encapsulate the weapon's power. Sode no Shirajuki, sleeved white snow, Rukia's ice-based Zanpakuto, reflecting her pure, freezing power. Katenki, Kotsuflao Sky, Crazy Bones Shunsui, Kyoraku's dual-bladed sword, representing the bizarre, often game-like, rules of its abilities. Zangetsu Slaying Moon, Ichigo's original a massive blade reflecting his immense, raw spiritual pressure and his ultimate role as a defender. The lore of the Zanpakuto is truly unique in anime. It's not about finding a legendary artifact. It's about introspection and self-discovery. The more a Shinigami understands their own heart, the stronger their blade becomes. It is the ultimate expression of the warrior's soul. Final thoughts. The Zanpakuto concept is one of the most brilliant foundations of Bleach. It ensures that every power increase is a result of spiritual and emotional growth, not just leveling up. The bond between a Shinigami and their Zanpakuto is a partnership, a reflection, and a lifelong commitment. It's a reminder that in the Soul Society, the power you wield is literally the power that lies within you. Which Zanpakuto spirit do you think has the most compelling personality? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this lore dive, please like this video and subscribe to the Anime Lore Nexus for more explorations into the epic history of your favorite worlds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Nexus of Lore.